All right, guys, give me 1 second. We'll get started here. Getting us launched across all platforms, and we'll be good to go. All right, guys, just getting across all these other platforms, and we'll be good to go in just a couple minutes. And we got about 15 minutes here until the opening bell rings on a crazy, crazy open last night. Absolute insanity. All right. Morning, guys. Good to see you all. Blake, Josh, Allie, everybody. All right, we are across all three platforms now, guys. Like I said, I'm still trying to pop into the TikTok scene, so it took me a second to get that stream up, but now we're on TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. So I think this will be better for us. I'm hearing, that it's going to be much easier to bring some of you onto TikTok, eventually, like bring people on camera nice and easy. We can do group streams with other traders easier. So I think overall this is going to be the better move. But regardless, it's good to be back with you guys. Yesterday was a rough day for me. Not exactly in trading. It was fine in trading. Woke up to a spider bite. I didn't get any superpowers. All I got was a massive headache and just kind of feeling, a little bit run down yesterday. My caffeine intake wasn't as high. Still banned from Starbucks. So, we're a little bit on the struggle bus, but if we can make some good money today, that'll take care of everything. That is the plan anyway. I think, I don't have any bias or thesis right now, guys, as to what we're going to do, but I do believe that the open is going to be wild. I mean, I think we're either going to drastically fall off down to, kind of where the gap started, or, I mean, we could just have a painful, slow bleed up. I don't know. Either way, this is uncharted territory, guys. We're going to trade it the best we can. But, and another thing too, my nicotine, I'm having to consume it out of a baggie now because TikTok kept flagging me for having a can of nicotine. So now they're making me be the ultimate sketchy person and have nicotine pouches in a baggie like I'm actually doing drugs. But this is the reality they're creating, so I'll play by their rules if I have to. Oh, here we go, baby. I just got another flag on TikTok. The minute that I brought out the nicotine baggie, I am flagged. What a joke. That makes zero sense, guys. Like, if that's truly what's flagging me, then that's absolutely insane. Woke up and fate is still on our side. Oh, yeah, fate's always on our side, brother. Fate is always on our side. Let's see here, guys. So we got about 10 minutes until the market opens. Let's see. I mean, we're probably not going to do anything at all, guys, in these next 10 minutes. I'm certainly not going to take a trade in these 10 minutes. Seems like a very, very good way to get effed going into the opening bell, and I'm just not trying to do that today. Trying to have smooth sailing, no comeback tour today. Let's just start in the green from the get-go and keep it rolling. That is my sincere hope for the day. Nice, and my TikTok appeal was not approved, so we're going to keep getting limited visibility, guys, because I have a nicotine commitment, not an addiction. Don't get it twisted. Tried to play nice, tried to play by their rules, that I'm going to put it in a plastic baggie, and that's still flagging me. It is what it is, guys. One day, we will make friends with TikTok, and they will stop restricting us. They're going to learn, like every other platform, that fate's on our side and futures are ours, and they're going to want to play ball with us. Okay, let me get my other charts pulled up here, guys, and see what we're doing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, guys. Like I said, the opening bell is going to be wild one way or the other. I would kind of expect a little bit of a pullback into this opening bell, but that's not a guarantee. I mean, we could just completely go to the cosmos just as quickly as we could go down. But if I was hard pressed and had to state my opinion, I would say that we're going to have a dip at the opening bell. That would be my assessment. Morning, Noah. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, that's kind of my thought too, man. Today might be a little bit choppy waters. Maybe it won't. I mean, maybe we're going to be pleasantly surprised. We always wake up and hope for the best, but we do have pretty important news coming out tomorrow. So yeah, that could make for choppy waters. But I don't know, if we could pull off 3 or 4 good little scalps, I'll be happy with that. Make a little bit of lunch money here today. Okay. Yeah, we're just hovering around this 600 key level, guys. That's the important level that I see of the morning right now is 600. Now, what we do with 600, I don't know. I mean, it's making a little bit of a case that it's trying to hold it right here, but I'm still leaning toward a decent sell-off at the opening bell. That's what I think. We could be wrong. We've been wrong plenty of times before, but that's what I think is going to happen. We got a few minutes here. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts? Oh yeah, I got you, Matt. I meant to do that yesterday, and then I got caught up with a couple things. We'll take care of you today, right after stream, brother. Thanks for reminding me. Oh no, no, you're all good, Matt. I appreciate the reminder, brother. We'll get you squared away. Just a little bit of a hectic day for me. I had to go get on some antibiotics last night. You know, just trying to learn how to manage a spider bite, man. I really think the answer is you just drown it out with more nicotine. So I'm certain that spider is long dead by now. Yeah, and here comes that little bit of a sell candle into the open. You know, we got about 3 minutes to go here, guys. I would just remind you, you might be tempted right now to gamble into this opening bell. Half of you might be rewarded for your gamble. Whatever way that you pick, you might be correct. You might make a couple thousand dollars here at open. The other half of you will be greatly disappointed. You might even fail your accounts on the gamble. So it's quite literally, in my opinion, like walking into Vegas, black or red. If you have to have that urge to gamble, I would strongly suggest you put a stop loss on to the amount that if you lose it, you're completely okay with it on the day and you can work back from it. Otherwise, just, let the temptation go. We'll sit here together. I'm not going to gamble, so I'm going to be skipping out on it as well. And, we'll pick up the pieces, whatever direction that is, afterwards. Full port, yeah. I mean, like I said, if you have to gamble into the opening bell here in about 2 minutes, make sure you put a stop loss on with an amount that, if it hits, you're completely okay with. Half of you might strike it big on the gamble. The other half of you will not. So, just hope that the cards fall in your favor and that fate's on your side on the gamble. Yep, I'm with you right there, Noah. So Noah, if you guys aren't on the YouTube chat, Noah said the only thing that matters is consistency, and that doesn't build good habits. And that's the truth. I mean, you cannot make a consistent living that you can rely on by gambling into the opening bell. Some days you might win, and you can have a 30-second trading day. Other days you will lose, and trust me when I tell you, when it's all factored at the end of the year, 99.9% of you will not be profitable at the end of the year by gambling on the opening bell. Yeah, exactly, Matt. Fast money goes fast, brother. 60 seconds to go here, guys. Like I said, I think it's going to be a wild candle, one way or the other. Um, just, don't fall prey to the flashy, shiny object right here. I promise we'll find a really good setup, 10, 15 minutes after the opening bell. Maybe it takes 30 minutes today. I don't know. But I do promise you at some point today, if we just sit here and be patient, we will find a good setup that we can all make money on. Yeah, and there's that little sell candle that, we thought might come. It's still not flashy enough to suck us into it. Um, it's just the thought process was right. And I think I was mentioning this yesterday, maybe on the TikTok stream yesterday evening. Um, if your thought process is right on a trade, even if you win or lose on it, if you have the correct thought process, that's that's very important. That's more important in the long call because as long as we're, looking for the right things, being validated on the right things, that means we're, probably a decent trader. So if your thought process is correct, that's the most important thing. Timing and patience, we can work on. We can get that better. But the thought process, that's the most important. Let's let the craziness work itself out here. Zero temptation from us to chase the flashy object. There's the sell-off. Will it continue down, or will we snap back up just as soon as we went down? And I'm looking to put together a pretty nice week. Small green yesterday evening on the evening stream. Now I got 4 more days to put together a nice week. Last week was not my favorite week. That was a very frustrating week for me. I ended the week small red. This week we come back with a vengeance and we claim back everything. And in fact, I wouldn't be disappointed at all, guys, if this thing just has a massive bleed out at open, even though I'm not in it. That's fine. I want a large open range. If we can have, a large opening range that we can work with, that means that we're going to get some opportunities here in a bit to get a good trade on. Morning, ProFast guy. Good to see you, brother. So like I said, 600 is going to be the key to the direction that we have today. We're not enough below 600 right now for me to rule out that it comes back up above 600. In fact, it might pop above it right here. Regardless, whether it pops above it or not, 600 is our key. Under 600, bearish. Above 600, bullish. And that's a very simple way to describe kind of what I'm talking about. Like what I mean by that, guys, is let's say we're under 600, right? Here's how you use the key level. If we're looking for shorts under 600 because we're thinking bearish, your cutoff point is if it breaks and closes above 600. So it gives you a nice, clean, no questions asked exit. If it breaks back above this, that's our stop. We're out. Same way, if we're above 600 and we're thinking bullish, all right, we're going to go up. The minute that it breaks back down under 600, like decently, not like 1 or 2 points, but like a solid confirmation under 600, we're out. No questions asked, we're done. So key levels, if you learn how to use them properly, you can make a lot of money using the key psych levels by knowing exactly when to exit trades. Remember, it's not where you enter the trade, it's where you exit the trade that makes or breaks you. And at this point, I would imagine 550 would be the next key level that we need to hold here. But again, we're only 4 minutes into the open, guys. We're letting all of this work itself out. I said that I wanted to bleed quite a bit into the opening, and that's exactly what we're doing. And we're creating a larger opening range that gives us some movement that we can come and trade in a bit. Good morning, Crooklyn. Good to see you, brother. And another thing, guys, another way to think about things that, it really helps me a little bit to, sometimes I don't do the best of job. Like last week, I'll, call myself out. Last week, I didn't do the best job at waiting for that open range to get, mostly defined. So I was a little bit, trigger happy last week. Just whatever it was, I was having an off week. However, my point being is, if you're tempted to trade the open because you're like, oh, it's going to move this way or that way, like really big, I can make so much money. Yeah, maybe you can lose a lot of money. But let me tell you this. If you think that the only move that you're going to be able to catch during the day comes in the first 5 or 10 minutes of the market open, you're out of your mind. I mean, you have hours and hours throughout the day that you can look for safe opportunities. If you think that the only chance that you're ever going to have that day to make money is in the first 10 minutes, then your trading psychology is a little bit skewed and you're trading from either a FOMO standpoint or just some sort of fear of missing out, which is FOMO, or just straight up greed. That you have to be in every single candle when you don't, guys. And another benefit that we get of waiting, is we're collecting all of this data, how price is reacting at certain levels, kind of what we're doing. We have the benefit of just sitting on the sidelines watching this data happen. Such as right now. Will we go down and break under 50 or are we going to hold it? I can't tell you with 100% certainty, so I'm just going to watch and let it tell me. I'm trying to be better this week, guys. My wife has me drinking more water. She's telling me that I'm drinking too much Diet Ginger Ale and Coke Zero. I don't think that's a real thing. I don't think you can drink too much of it. The main ingredient in, you know, Diet Pop is water. So I'm getting plenty of water, but to appease her, I'm doing, straight water right now. Not by choice. What's up, Jerry? Good to see you. Absolutely, brother. Futures are ours. All right. We're doing the 50 test right here, guys. Let me adjust this a little bit for us here so we have room to look. So now I'm getting a little bit interested, guys. I'm going to give it still a few more minutes to see if we can properly hold 50 or if that was a slam down Randy Orton RKO at 600 or not. Let it work itself out here. I don't want to catch a falling knife. I don't want to just, get behind a train moving the opposite direction. Like I said, I don't want to have to put myself in the hole early on this morning and do the comeback tour. I want to just, start out clean, put a little buffer on the board on the morning, and keep it going. That's my plan. Do think we want to come down, maybe tap under 50 real fast, though. We're kind of coming down a little too close to 50 for me to think that we're not going to do a proper test of it. We have about 4 minutes until that open range is fully defined. At this point, we have a decent open range, from 6. Well, I mean, I say decent. It's about 50 points actually. Yeah, we do know it. This is an important level, man. The 50s and the holes, like 500, 600. That's the holes, but the 50s are also very important. Let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and draw in our open range high. It's going to be right there around 600. So let me get that drawn for us. So it's right there. That's the open range high. I don't know if you can see it. If you're on TikTok, you can definitely see it. It's in there. If you're on one of the other platforms, the formatting is a little bit different. Let me make sure it's there. There we go. So the open range high is right at 600. The open range low is going to be down here around 50. I think it's safe to say I can go ahead and draw it right here. And if I need to adjust that slightly, then I can. But for right now, the open range low is 50. The open range high is 600. So, we're quite literally at the roulette table, guys. Are we going to break under 50 or are we going to go above 600? Anything in between these two gray lines is kind of a little bit risky business. It's looking like it wants to go test that 50 a little bit better. We touched it to the tick down here. I would like to get, a little starter entry here to the short side in the next minute or two. The open range is basically defined. Now it comes down to, is that a hold or is this just a little retracement that we're going to come and break it harder here in a second? Maybe we come up, we fell 75. That might be a little bit better of confirmation for us. Just looking to put a win on the board this morning, guys. Exercise a little bit of patience here. See what we can't find. Okay, I'm going to take my starter right here at 67, guys, to the short side. Maybe we come up to, around 75, maybe close to 80. I don't know. But, I'm okay with having a one contract starter here at 67. Not putting a stop in place, a hard stop just yet. I mean, I'll have a mental stop based on price action because I'm still thinking I might get a chance to add another contract. It tapped that 75 right on the money right there. Let's see if we can come on down to 50 now. Now that we put that in, my stop will be right here, right at 75, guys. Kind of right above that wick that we just formed. So I'm not risking much at all on this, 150 bucks. Let's go, baby. Stop in the profit here. Why not? Okay. Sure. I think we snapped a pretty dang good one, guys. See if we can bleed out a little bit now. Stop right there. We go, guys. There's 300 bucks, just like that. Pretty clean little trade. We were patient on that. You know, we came up there. We tested that 75 area. We rejected. We got it. Open range is fully defined. We are testing that open range at 50 right there. You know, is that going to hold or not? I'm taking another short right here, thinking that we have lower that we can bleed. It's attempting to do so. Stop right here. Let's go. Why not? Sure. There we go. Another little 100 bucks. We're up 400, guys. Just like that. Nice and smooth. This is exactly what we wanted to do. Like I said, I wanted to put a little buffer on the board for us. Nice, patient trades. And let's do the thing today. $50 is a very key level. You know, we tested under it right there. I'm still not convinced that we're not going to go lower. But, you know, we're going to find out. Just being a little patient here. Okay, I'll go back in on another short right here. Okay, come on down, baby. Fail me one more time. Stop right there, right? Okay, we're tagged out slightly in the profit right there. We might get a different entry. Just playing it smart. Okay, maybe now we bleed out. Let's go. Yep. Okay, another 60 bucks. We're jabbing our way, guys. Jabbing our way downtown. I'm trying to decide if 50 is going to hold or not. A lot of weakness in the water. It's going to really depend on how we do here getting through these 60s. Decent little wick forming itself right there at 50 area. Okay, testing into these 60s here. Still a risky area at this point in time. I got to see a little bit more what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to go short right here, guys, at 60. Thinking we can come down and properly break under 50. But I'm going to keep a tight stop right here at 70. So a 10-point stop. Okay. Stop slightly in the profit now. And there we go. We're tagged a little bit. That's okay. We're just taking our shots, going for the opportunity, and putting our stop, risk-free the first chance we get. Maybe we get another opportunity here. Think we might, guys. Okay. Oh, baby. I would say that that's the opportunity. Did we snipe that one or what? We sniped that one, guys. I mean, I don't want to say it, guys, but we are kind of sniping. Maybe that spotter did something to me. Dang near perfect execution on that entry and exit, guys. That's what I'm saying. I'm trading with one contract today, guys. Not pushing crazy size. I'm not swinging for, the World Series. One contract only. We're up $750 in each account. Not a bad little morning. Now I'm going to sit here, see what 9 a.m. brings for us. I'm on Central Time, by the way, so that's 10 a.m. Eastern for those of you on different time zones. Like I said on Twitter and this morning, guys, last week was last week. It was not my best outing, but this week we are back on, baby. It's the Spotty sense. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of, man. Spotty sense and fate being on our side. We just crushed that one. I still think we could have lower that we can go, but that was a pretty sick entry, so I'm just kind of chilling for a minute. I'm okay if this keeps bleeding out. I'm up decent on the morning right now. We have a little bit better read on the price action today. 1 second. Yeah, it's time for me to get another haircut, guys. The hat just keeps squeezing my head because my hair is getting too thick. I want to wait and see. Maybe we can go back up there and test that 50 level at the open range low. And I want to see if we get back above it or if we reject it. But I do think it's coming back to at least test it. And we got about 5 minutes until the 30-minute candle will form. We'll see. That could change the landscape a little bit. I'm going to go a starter long right here, guys. I just think that we want to come up and maybe touch 50. First chance I get, I'll take the risk off of this thing. Time will tell. Put my stop right under 30. Right there. See if we can't go up and get 50s. If not, then hey, it was worth the shot. We're risking 200 bucks. And there we go. That's okay. Still green 500. I'm okay with that. Might be forming a little bear flag for some more lows, actually.
Order filled.
Okay, I'll take a little short stab here again. Okay.
Order filled.
There we go. We'll take 55 bucks back. Why not? We'll jab our way back into this. I'm going to wait a minute and a half here, guys. Quite a big delay trade trip. Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I'm not seeing a delay on my side. I know TikTok is like right on the money. It's zero lag whatsoever there. That's why I was trying to make the move to TikTok anyway, because it's quite literally zero delay. Okay, now we might come to this 50 level. I think I am going to shoot the ball here. And we might have been right with our initial thought just a little bit early a second ago. Just want to come up, maybe get into the 50s here. Stop loss under this wick at 30. Way in case something crazy happens, we're not getting wrecked.
Order filled.
Put another one on right here. 42 average. Go for it. Okay, come on. Go, go, go. Maybe.
Order filled.
Take one off right there just to limit some risk in case I get tagged. Go, baby, go. Well, we'll see. Stop in place right there for 85 bucks, worst case scenario. See if we can't push. It's definitely trying. Okay. Stop in the profit a little bit. All right. There we go. That's okay. It's just trying to work itself out. Do we break the open range or do we keep felling? I think we want to break it.
Order filled.
Take the shot one more time here, guys. Kind of held those 30s down there. I mean, the 5-minute looks like it's gunning for another open range low test. We do have a potential bear flag on the 2-minute here. We'll see. I want to get a little bit more size, but I'm just waiting until better confirmation. That wick is starting to look pretty dang good to me, though. See if we can push. If we can go up and break that open range low line, that gray line up there, we'll be doing good. Stop in the profit here. A little bit more, sure.
Order filled.
Okay, there's 70 bucks back. Thomas, the TikTok channel, I tweeted it, brother. The TikTok channel is called Dangerous Gary. I think that's what it's called. I'll make a tweet about it again here in a second, but yeah, there's quite literally zero delay. I don't know why there's a delay on YouTube. That's concerning. Okay, so X is better than YouTube as well. So yeah, YouTube might be the worst of them all.
Order filled.
Taking another shot to the long side here, guys. It looks like it's trying to curve up a little bit to me. Come on, push, baby, push. Okay, we're getting there. Stop in the profit. Let's go, baby. Can we do it? All right, stopped in some more profit there. We're at 629. The battle to break back into the open range is real.
Order filled.
Try it one more time here, guys, to see if we can properly break it. Stop under this candle down here. So risking $180 here for, maybe a pretty decent spike up. We'll find out. Okay. Stop right there at even. Okay. Can we push?
Order filled.
All right, there's another $55. We're just jabbing, guys. We are just jabbing.
Order filled.
I think we want that 50 break, though, guys. Yep. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Order filled.
Hey, there we go. There's another $60, guys. So we're up 723. We're just jabbing our way. We're not taking insane risks today. We're taking a lot of little scalps, but they all have minimal risk attached to them. And that's my entire strategy, guys. You take a lot of trades with tiny risk, and you're going to be okay. Now, the question is, can we get back above that, or are we going to fail back under? I don't know.
Order filled.
I think we got a little bit more we can push up, so I'll play ball. We'll play ball one more time here. Put my stop down here under that candle, though, and not give it much at all. $130 is all I'm risking.
Order filled.
And there we go. That's what it was. Let's see if that was a reject or if we do come back up and test. Looking like a reject. But then again,
Order filled.
when it starts to put a wick in like that, I get tempted. Yep. Exactly why I get tempted. There we go. There's 50 bucks back. We'll take it.
Order filled.
Okay, now I'll go short. Think that might have been the reject. Looking to go sweep new lows, guys, is what I would like to go do. Stop right here at that candle. We need some fails. Quick, fast, in a hurry, guys. Okay. We're starting to get, all right, 30 bucks back. We'll take it.
Order filled.
Yeah, I do think we got lows incoming, guys, so I'm back in. I'm playing ball. Yep.
Order filled.
And there we go, baby. Okay. So I'm back over 700 on the day. I'm copy trading 3 accounts, so that's 2,100 bucks for me. Feel pretty smooth with my morning so far. Um, I was never in really any harm's way, no crazy risk out there. Think I'm good for the morning, to be honest with you guys. So, we might dance around this, 530 area on the way back up to 550. If we do come up here and test the open range low again, I might take a long stab, thinking we're going to break into the open range. But, I'm not upset with today. I'll say that. That wick is tempting. I think that 50 is coming. Let's see.
Order filled.
I'll take one more shot because I do think 50 is coming. That was a pretty nice wick that it put in that, we want to hold at least for now. Coming up on the psych level of 50. Maybe the Bulls can win this one. But stop has to be right here. And if that rejects 50, then I think we are going to chop. Pull this up a little bit, so I'm only risking 175. To me, that's worth the chance. Okay. Maybe. Only risking 95 bucks. So I've got this nice and tight. Can we break the thing? Okay, stop right there. All right, there we go. That was an even trade. It still might break it for me. Personally, I'm not loving the little choppiness that's starting to form. So yeah, that's confirmation for me that I'm going to take my 700 bucks. That's a great morning, and I'm bouncing, guys. So thank you all, and I'll share my TikTok again on Twitter, so more of you guys can come over to that because there truly is zero delay. Everything's live time, so I think it will be better for us. It would definitely be better for me. So if you guys can transition over to there, I would greatly appreciate it. If not, I understand. I'll still do as many platforms as I can, but I think ultimately that would be the best. Yeah, TikTok is lonely right now, Crooklyn, for a couple reasons. You know, there's not, well, my following's not on TikTok, it's on Twitter, so most people don't know that I'm on here. Secondly, maybe a lot of people don't like TikTok. And thirdly, TikTok is refusing to share my video. I think because of nicotine. I'm not certain on that. I don't know. So there's a few reasons that TikTok's a little bit lonely. But thank you guys for watching today. Hopefully you're all green with me. And we'll be back at this tomorrow, guys.